Hello, my name is Daniel Smith from Microsoft Studios. I'm the publishing producer for Ori and the Blind Forest. I'm extremely happy to be showing you the show floor build today. Our show floor build starts out with the trailer that we debuted at the E3 briefing at Microsoft. We're extremely happy with the reaction that we received from the audience. Seems like everybody's very touched by the trailer. We're extremely happy with that. That's exactly what we wanted. We wanted everybody to feel like these are fantastic characters with very human qualities. And so, yeah, we're drawing from a lot of inspiration from classic stories, and it's just perfect. This game is published by Microsoft Studios, but developed by Moon Studios. The interesting story about Moon Studios, they're a worldwide distributed team. They don't have a single location. They're global. They're all around the world. And truly, that means Vienna, Israel, Australia, Canada, America, all over the world. In Microsoft's opinion, I really think the future of game development lies in more agile methodology, and Moon Studios is a perfect reflection of agile game development. They work, they work around the clock, really because they're a global studio. There's always somebody on the game. So this is the end of the trailer, as you're about to see here. The start of gameplay that we're showing on the show floor demo begins where you saw Ori lying on the log in front of the spirit tree here. So let's go. This is our cute, lovable character, Ori. We're going to join him on his quest to save a dying forest. One of the more notable elements of this game is that it has a very handcrafted art style. We're extremely pleased with that. This game has been in development for 4 years. Something that's actually really important to us is that, yes, it's beautiful, but one of our major goals is that we want the game to actually feel better than it looks. So we're focusing on pixel-perfect platforming. Lots of enemies you encounter in the game are almost puzzle-based. It's not just shooting and running. There's quite a few puzzle elements. We draw from a lot of inspiration in games and movies. So, for instance, classic 8-bit and 16-bit games, you know, A Link to the Past and Super Metroid. And then newer games such as Shadow Complex, Limbo, Super Meat Boy. The films that we're mainly inspired by, we love Miyazaki, Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke. We also love a lot of the human story qualities in things like, The Lion King and Bambi and stories like that. So Ori's companion is named Sign. He's going to be my helper for the remainder of the game here. Sign is incredibly powerful once you really level him up. So not only are we focusing on platforming excellence, deep narrative, we're focusing on Metroidvania mechanics, and so that means we have a lot of sort of RPG touches throughout the title. Here's my mini map. It's a big world, lots of color palette, very open, lots of retraversal. One unique thing that we're doing with Ori and the Blind Forest, we've implemented a very custom save system. The game can be challenging at times, but what we feel is kind of special, on those challenging moments, if you see a challenging puzzle coming, you're able to cast something called Soul Link, and you do that by holding down the B button. Now if I die, I always return to Soul Link. This is kind of a safe place for me. I can also choose to visit my ability tree here. The E3 demo, we're choosing to show off some abilities, but you know, it's really the tip of the iceberg. As we get closer and closer to release, we're going to be excited to share a lot more abilities that Ori can do. I'd like to think that once you start gaining a lot more abilities, Ori becomes very powered up, almost like a Superman or something. A lot of the abilities coincide and play off of each other, and you use a lot of them at the same time. We're trying to marry a blend here, you know. It's a formula really. Platforming excellence, deep storytelling, a lot of puzzle mechanic, and of course the Metroidvania flavors. I'm picking up keystones here. Keystones are used on these spirit gates. Sign your companion is a great mechanic for us to use things like tutorials and sort of tool tips. So he's not only for combat. And so again, we have a very handcrafted art style here. We're very proud of the way this title actually does look. One thing to mention is that we never tile whatsoever. You'll never see a tree that looks like any other tree in the game. And so over a 10-hour experience, that's a lot of art. Now casting Soul Link does cost energy. So you see I just picked up some energy. I'm going to actually cast Soul Link right now. It becomes a strategy because other abilities use energy as well. So sometimes you're pressed with decisions on whether or not you should save or save the energy for an ability. E3 has been an incredible opportunity for us. The game's been in development for 4 years. It's been a secret for a long time. We're extremely excited to be able to finally share this game with the world. One thing I get excited about is some of the technologies we're using in Ori and the Blind Forest. We use the Unity engine. We work closely with Unity so that we can push the boundaries of what their engine really does. For instance, one thing that we absolutely love in this game is that we're using something that we like to call continuous content streaming. What that really means is that you will never see a single loading screen ever. Throughout a 10-hour experience, it's completely continuous. Also, we're targeting 1080p at 60 frames a second, so the game will look very smooth. So I have a skill tree for abilities that embellish my current combat and traversal technique, but there's findable more dramatic abilities, like I just found here, wall jump, and so that allows me to actually go through and stay on a critical path throughout the title. So you see, now I can dig myself out of this deeper part of this level I was in. Moon Studios was created by Thomas Mahler and Gennady Koral. A lot of talent. They came from various studios, different studios, such as Blizzard. Looks like I have a skill point to spend. I'm going to go ahead and cast Soul Link so I can access my ability tree. Let's go ahead and get Quick Flame. This allows my attacks to be a little more rapid. I can get 3 shots off now instead of 2. We're definitely trying to implement very thoughtful puzzle design. We're inspired by other games that had really great puzzles, such as Limbo. We love Play Dead. We love Limbo. Ori and the Blind Forest is a story about self-sacrifice, perseverance, and love in a dying forest. I picked up a map stone here, so now I just uncovered a little bit more of the map. I hope everybody watching this interview falls in love with this game. We've fallen in love with making it. This game is a celebration of every piece of media and video game that we've been inspired by. We're creating something here that we would like to play ourselves at home, and so there's a lot of passion in this project. This is a difficult part. I'm going to cast Soul Link. I might die. Looks like I'm doing okay. I've got all 4 keystones. Where's the door? Looks like that's it right up there. All right, I've finally reached the spirit tree. I hope you've enjoyed watching. On behalf of Moon Studios and on behalf of Microsoft Studios, thank you. This is Ori and the Blind Forest. Stay tuned, we release this fall on Xbox One and PC.